Hello Internet, welcome back to Word of the Nerd. This is episode 4. Today we are going to begrudgingly cover Batman v Superman.
The Dawn of Justice.
The yawn of justice.
Yes, but first,
let's do nerd news.
Yeah.
Fuck.
First up in nerd news, Nintendo has released patent documents on April 5th discussing a new invention for a light detection camera that can detect objects around the room, uses mirrors and everything to detect everything around it. It can also apparently transmit things wirelessly to a computer. It's similar in appearance to an NFC reader for the 3DS, but obviously it's going to be a lot more powerful than that, and it's rumored that this is going to be part of the new NX console that we may see before E3, according to a few analysts. So hopefully all this news going into Nintendo's new console is going to be great news. I'm real excited about it, and hopefully as powerful as they say this thing's going to be, maybe this will add a lot more new ways for us to play Nintendo games.
Dasher here for Nerd News. Got a couple little tidbits for today. Tidbit number 1 is there's been some discussion going around the internet the last couple of days as far as Blade's concerned. Nobody is really sure if it's going to be re-released as a movie or as a Netflix series, which Marvel's been pretty good at doing here recently. But the thing about that is, in the talks to play Blade allegedly is Michael B. Jordan. And if you don't know who that is, anybody who saw the most recent atrocity that was the Fantastic Four, he's the one that played Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. I cannot see him as Blade. I don't like this at all. I think it sucks. Just give me anybody else but Michael B. Jordan. Great as Apollo, son, not Blade. Tidbit number 2, this past Sunday, The Walking Dead premiered their season finale, in which it introduced the lovable villain from the comic books, Negan. Anybody who has ever read the comic books knows who this guy is, knows what he brings to the table, other than a barbed wire baseball bat named Lucille. A lot of uproar about the season finale because, yes, Negan does kill somebody like he does in his introduction in issue 100 of the comic book series, but nobody knows who he killed because they leave you with a cliffhanger. You don't see who it is that he beats in the fucking head with his baseball bat. You gotta wait 7 months. So people are outraged about this. I'm not really happy about it, but I'm fairly certain who it was. I mean, there's only really one person it can be, right? And that's just that. So yeah, Dasher for Nerd News.
And finally in your nerd news, you know what? I just don't have the energy. I can't be happy about this. I know most of you did see this if you are truly nerds. DC has actually announced that in the very near future they're actually going to reveal to us the Joker's real name. This is probably, in my opinion, one of the biggest slaps in the face that I've ever seen as a comic book fan, and I think the general consensus would usually be,
Why?
What the fuck? Why?
this is fucking ridiculous.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not even gonna get mad about it.
That's even stupider than this crappy movie we're about to cover. Speaking of which, Rebel, cue the bullshit!
Welcome back to the Word of the Nerd. Today we're going to get into our main topic. We all recently just saw Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice.
Twice.
Yeah.
To my great regret.
Yeah, I saw it once.
I can't believe I gotta relive this shit.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about it for you guys. Do a big spoiler review, so if you haven't seen it yet and don't want to know anything about it, we're going to spoil the shit out of this movie. So,
Yeah.
Who wants to lead off with
First,
this shit?
this is Seth, Rebel, Liam Gil, I'm Matt Dasher, and we're so flustered by this episode that we just can't even get our names out apparently.
I had to take notes. I'm sitting in the theater taking notes. And it's in all caps too, because I'm so angry. Okay.
Well, before you get to that, let me just first and foremost say that these two gentlemen right here are some of the biggest DC, not necessarily DC, but Superman and Batman fans that I have ever had the privilege of meeting. So I'm gonna take their knowledge, expertise, and opinions with the highest regard in this matter. Here, I did not go see the movie with them, but when I heard that Rebel was actually flicking off the camera in the movie theater,
Yes, I was.
that tells me everything I need to know about this
That was funny. That was the best part of the movie, in my opinion, was watching you watch the movie.
movie. Yeah.
Oh, I don't think that I've been so let down by a film, and I went in with zero expectations on this fucking movie.
Yeah.
None. And it still let me down. How is that possible?
And your first viewing was my second, so everything that I knew you were going to hate, I'm just waiting for you to react, and every single time you just do this to the movie screen, it was totally expected. I knew that was coming because some of the biggest letdowns that we called, by the way, happened.
Anybody who knows us knows that months before this, when this movie was first announced, when the premise, the plot line, the characters were first announced, anybody that knows us, knows me specifically, can tell you that I said this movie is doomed for failure. Everything I said was going to go wrong with this movie went wrong with this movie to the letter T. Every single thing.
Yeah.
Now, I will say one thing, and I think we can all agree, the movie's lone bright spot, if you will, was actually what I thought was going to be its most detrimental aspect, and that was Batfleck.
Yeah, Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne and Batman, he was good. He was good. I didn't mind him.
He was just in the wrong timeline.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
He did a good job, except for the fact that his character was in the wrong time, because my biggest problem with the movie is that they tried to do two of the most well-known comic stories in comic books, and that was Death of Superman and Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
And you can't do those two
in a 3-hour movie.
In a 3-hour movie because they're in different time. They're in different places in time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they tried to do it. And if Ben Affleck had played Bruce Wayne in the right time, they could have done it better with Death of Superman. I would have understood that he was there for it, but I did not need the whole Dark Knight Returns story literally 10 minutes before Death of Superman.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. But I also don't want everyone to think that, definitely don't get me wrong, because I'm not blaming solely Zack Snyder for this film.
No,
the film looked
great.
fine.
Yeah, it was a beautiful film.
Yeah, it looked good, even though it had no freaking transition shots. How hard was it to understand what the fuck was going on? It was just close up after close up after close up. Just see how fucking mad I am.
I'm Superfly TNT. I'm the Guns of the Navarone.
I'm gonna let him sit down because he's gonna fall eventually.
He needs to.
Yeah.
He needs to fall right into a trash can or a garbage disposal. But back to the movie at hand.
Yeah, but the main people to blame for this shit is, the main person is David S. Goyer. How in the fuck is he still getting work? How is he still writing fucking movies?
It was a horribly wrote movie.
This script was atrocious.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was an unmitigated disaster, a mess of a film.
Yeah.
And things happen for no reason. There's no motivation for Superman at all. He hates Batman for who the fuck knows.
And could they have made Superman any more of a mindless, emotionless robot figure?
Yeah.
He was basically a scene filler. That's all Batman. That's all Superman was in this movie.
He had nothing to do.
He had nothing to do. He's like John Travolta in every single Travolta man that you've seen here recently. That was Superman this whole movie.
And I had a glimmer of hope.
He was confused Travolta this whole movie.
Yeah, I had a glimmer of hope whenever whenever they were gonna, at the hearing at the Capitol, when Superman was gonna walk in.
I was so excited for that.
I was too, because this was a perfect opportunity for the movie to actually talk about, because Superman is all about, is he doing the right thing?
That's what the first half of the movie was.
Yeah, it was all about that. So they build up to this big Senate hearing with Superman.
And he walks in and says
Nothing. He says nothing.
Not a
He
damn
doesn't.
thing.
He doesn't present his case.
Nope.
He doesn't defend himself. He doesn't explain who he is, why he is.
And I understand. I would have been okay with the bomb if he'd have gotten a chance to at least say something.
Yeah.
But yeah, he walks in, boom, over. And that was probably the scene that I was looking forward to the most when I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, he's landing. All right, finally.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do politics, at least do it right.
Yeah.
Because it was just that one annoying bitch senator that's just complaining the whole time. Okay, well, Superman's gonna finally bring up his case. All right, here's what I am. Here's what I do. You can love me or hate me, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah.
You got none of that.
Yeah, and he didn't even have, the Superman that I know in the comic books would have come in and said, look, if I wanted to take you over, I would have done it by now.
I just want to coexist.
Yeah, I want to live with you guys. I want to help. I have the ability to help. So you have to trust me. I know it's hard, but you have to trust me. He doesn't say a fucking word,
Nope.
and that pissed me off so much. That whole build up to that was zero payoff.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
It made the build up to it absolutely asinine and pointless.
Yeah.
It's like you just wasted literally half of the movie building up to something you're not going to give us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And he just stands there. Just stands there.
Yeah, with this look on his face like Kwame even in this fucking movie. Right
Yeah. He didn't try to do anything. You're telling me that Superman isn't fast enough to save a couple of people? He couldn't hear the bomb?
He couldn't
See the bomb?
And that was awesome because after the explosion he told Lois, I didn't see it. Why? Why did you not see it?
You're Superman. You can see through everything but steel.
Lead.
Lead.
Yeah.
But guess who doesn't know that? Lex Luthor.
Right.
There's no way he could possibly know that because the only reason in Superman 1 that Lex Luthor knew that is because he was stupid enough to tell Lois Lane what his weakness was.
Let me stop you right there. Lex Luthor Jr.
Oh God. Why was he?
Which, like Ian said earlier off camera, he thinks they put that in there in post production just to save face. Because Eisenberg, as a natural Lex Luthor,
No.
suck on that, bitch.
Because people said, well, they said months ago that he was actually going to be his son. They probably said that in post production because they didn't want to upset people. Well, guess what you ended up doing? You pissed me off.
Yeah. It was
Because you know what he was? When you first see him, he's like playing basketball with his employees. Like, what is this, Social Network 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not Lex Luthor. And Lex Luthor Jr.
Who's ever heard of Lex Luthor Jr. in a comic book?
When I saw him playing basketball, I don't know if you heard me. I literally groaned.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I heard that. I ignored it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to say anything because that was like relatively early in the movie. I wanted to be like, it's gonna get so much worse.
Now my question is, why do we have? Where's Senior at? Where's Big Lex throughout this whole thing?
The script doesn't give a shit about telling you anything.
No, you know what it is? It's every single character is in a different timeline. Apparently, they're just in it for themselves. Everyone's timeline is fucked up.
Yeah.
Even Lex Luthor's apparently.
Wonder Woman comes in and has exactly one sentence of dialogue with Superman.
Oh God, Wonder Woman. Talk about another build-up that just did not pay off at all.
I know, I said from get-go, Gal Gadot's not Wonder Woman. The costume looks spot on, but Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. You're never ever gonna sell me on that, I'm sorry. It's just not gonna happen.
I don't think she's that good of an actress.
Well, I'll say this.
Amongst other things.
When she was actually fighting that thing at the end,
We'll get to that later.
she had that Wonder Woman spirit. Like, okay, she's a warrior.
Yeah,
But everything before that just fell flat.
Yeah.
I had no reason to care about Wonder Woman at all.
No, and yes, oh my God, the fucking email, the email, you release, you give us, you.
That's how you give us the Justice League?
Yes.
Really?
You opened an email, and someone at
wait.
LexCorp actually took the time to
give-
make logos.
Yeah.
And let me say this. You stole it from LexCorp? The world's greatest detective couldn't fucking figure it out himself? He had to steal it from the other smartest person in the world? That's not Batman. That's asinine.
Yeah. That's actually, I think, the other biggest missed opportunity is why in the hell did we not see a detective out of Batman?
Nope.
You saw one part of it when he had, because that was another little glimmer of hope they gave me, and they just took it away from me.
Well, now one thing I will say about that is I've never seen a Batman movie where he's actually been a detective.
None.
No.
Not one.
No,
And
not at all.
if Batman was born,
there was one movie that showed Batman's detective skills. It was The Dark Knight, where he cut the bullet out and he reconfigured the bullet. It's like, oh, there's the thumbprint. That was the only thing that I can think of that they did.
Yeah. And this movie has such an opportunity to have Batman investigate Superman. He's got files on all these people. He's talking to Alfred.
That he stole from someone else.
Yeah, that he stole. Come on, really?
Bullshit.
LexCorp should have stolen them from Batman. I would have bought that.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. That would have been fine. Because, if you read a Batman comic ever, he has these contingency plans for every single one of these people.
So why isn't he the one doing all of that?
Why was that not his email? And then he just,
or email
here.
nothing. Just.
And by the way, he just emails all of this information to Wonder Woman, a woman he doesn't even know.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a very smart Batman if you ask me.
No, why wasn't he involved with the real Lex Luthor investigating these people, and then Luthor stabs him in the back because he's Luthor.
Yeah.
And Batman is trying to figure out whether or not he can trust this alien.
Yeah.
He's the one He's the one that figures out that this rock is poisonous to him.
Yeah.
He's the one that figures out that all these other metahumans exist.
Yeah.
And no, don't. He's not gonna make logos. Jesus
Yeah, right.
Christ. That was weak.
That was so weak. Oh my god. I did kind of like when you click on the email, you click on the person, and it kind of gave you a little bit about them. Like with the Flash and Cyborg and Aquamoa. That was pretty cool.
Aquamoa.
Well,
and I'm gonna tell you right now, the guy that got cast to play the Flash, what's his name? Ezra some shit. No. Why can't I have?
Give me Grant Gustin.
yeah.
He's Flash.
Yeah, he is.
To me, he is. He's Barry.
That's Barry. That's Barry Allen. And if you're gonna do a Flash in the Justice League movie, why do Barry Allen? We've already got Barry Allen. Why not do Bart Allen? Why not do Wally West? Why not do?
Hell, everybody else's timeline's already screwed up. Give us Wally West. I could care less.
Yeah, I'll tell you Wally West.
It would make just as much sense as the rest of this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
It made none.
Absolutely none.
None.
And since when does Batman have the gift of foresight? And I'm speaking about the dream sequences with the parademons. When did Batman turn part Legolas and be able to see into the future or see through time?
I don't know. It didn't. That completely took me out of the movie.
That made no sense at all.
Yeah.
It had no place in the movie.
And also,
He's seeing things that he's never seen before. How the hell does he know what a parademon is? How the fuck does he know what Darkseid looks like?
Yeah.
let's talk about the dream sequence within a dream sequence. Because first he dreams of
they pulled a Wicker Man.
Yeah, Darkseid and the Parademons, and then he wakes up in the Batcave, and all of a sudden the Flash is reaching out to him through a vortex, and then he wakes up again.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And dude, I'm such a big Superman, Batman. I'm a big Justice League fan. I didn't even know who the fuck that was.
I thought it was the Flash. I really did. Because
That's the only thing that made any sense. But there was no. I couldn't tell who it was.
Yeah, because the whole wormhole thing, like, it messed up his face. Like, who is that? And if it's gonna be the Flash, make it look like the Flash. I mean, don't put a helmet on him and then it comes up like Iron Man.
Yeah.
Right.
The Flash doesn't need.
No.
Why?
You know what's funny? I did not think I was gonna smile through this entire review. But you're making it happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm freaking tortured inside right now.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Dude,
just...
DC has let me down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like we spoke about earlier. DC took 3 hours to catch up with the past 10 years of Marvel Studios movies.
And that's their problem. They're trying to play catch up. Do your
they don't
own
have
thing.
to.
You've always done your own thing.
They don't have to
And
play
you know what it
catch
is? I think a lot of people kept complaining, oh, they're behind, Marvel is killing them right now. Well, that doesn't mean we're not going to go see your movies. You can be behind, just do it right. You don't need to play catch up.
No.
Because you're DC. We know who you are.
Yeah.
We know who these people are. You don't have to try so hard to the point where it's bad.
Right.
Just make a good movie.
Yeah.
And stop making Batman kill people.
That's the point of the movie that pissed me off the most. Is when he flies in on the goddamn Batplane and just blows up like 5 people.
Yeah.
Just
Even before that, when he's in the Batmobile and he's chasing down the crate
Yeah.
of kryptonite, and he's and the
blowing people down.
and the Batmobile has a freaking Gatling gun.
Yeah,
What the
that was-
hell? Why does the Batmobile have guns?
It's just.
It does, but he doesn't use them for deadly force.
No, he uses them to like obstruct or disobstruct objects and
Yeah.
make pathways.
No, he was shooting cars and blowing people up.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
And the one point where I knew the movie had lost you was, okay, he's going to free Martha, and he stabs the guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That I was actually enjoying that fight scene until that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also,
I was like, did he just stabbed a guy with extreme
In
prejudice?
cold blood.
and also, where he pulls the guy through the wall, grabs his gun, points it at the guy with the flamethrower.
And shoots him.
Not only that, he held on to the gun. Batman would never hold a gun for that long, and he damn sure would never fire it.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, I know this is a point where everyone's gonna say, but in such and such a comic book, Batman had guns and yada 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 yada.
When he was first created, yes, he carried a gun.
Yeah.
But they took that away.
Right.
And that's been his moral code has been the center of that character for decades.
Yeah, they retconned old Batman,
Yeah.
the one that did kill people.
Yeah.
Right.
He doesn't even count anymore. So
No,
if you're
He's
using that as an
no
argument,
longer canon.
yeah. So if you use that as an argument, you can shove it up your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, but that wasn't Superman on film. That
No.
wasn't Batman.
No.
I thought Ben Affleck did a fine performance, but it wasn't Batman.
Yeah.
He did what he did with what he was given.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'll give him that, but what he was given was shit.
What shit?
Yeah, the script was horrible.
It
The
was.
script was absolutely atrocious.
And I did not want to hate this movie. I didn't want to hate
I wanted
it.
more than anything for it to be good.
I wanted this movie to prove me wrong. That's what, because I knew exactly what this movie was going to be, and I was praying to God it proved me wrong.
I was hoping I was going to walk out of that theater and be like, wow, that was
They
good.
did it. They actually did what I did not think they were going to be able to do. They
Yes.
made it good. Nope.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting
Nope.
in there watching it with you. It was your first viewing, my second, and I'm like, great, I got to relive this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this first time I walked out of it, I hated it. There was a point where I almost walked out, and I got out of the theater. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm just overthinking this. Maybe this is me as a true comic book fan nitpicking every little thing. You know what? I will go see it again. Seth, let's go. Nope, my opinion did not change.
Yeah,
at
you
all.
told me you had to Phantom Menace it.
I had the Phantom Menace it, and what that means is when Phantom Menace first came out, we all convinced ourselves that it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We did.
Yeah.
It
We didn't
wasn't.
want it to be that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't want it to be as bad as it was.
1997, I still want my money back.
Yeah.
But I was opposite with you this time. You didn't want to believe that it was that bad.
Exactly,
Right.
that's what it was.
And it was really bad.
And
Because like I said, you are the two biggest Batman, Superman fans I know personally in real life. And to hear y'all say that you went in knowing it was going to be good and left just awestruck at how awful it was.
it was bad, dude.
Yeah.
Like I told you, the only time I've ever seen Seth matter in my life was when a woman left the stage. She just up and left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was more mad at this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just, wow.
That's really bad.
Yeah,
No,
this movie broke my goddamn heart, dude.
It was.
It really did.
Now, I will say this. As terrible as this film was, going forward, I honestly believe, going forward, that the standalone Justice League members movies, and probably even the Justice League movie itself, I think have a really good chance of being good movies. So long as dipshit's not right.
Yeah, he doesn't need to write them.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's really sad when probably the best shot you have at a good movie is probably Aquaman.
Right?
'Cause
I mean,
I don't-
But his introduction in the fucking movie was it you know what it looked like? It looked like the fucking Zoolander merman commercial. he just, when he swims up to the camera and looks at it, and then he just wiggles off and just, Jesus Christ, it looked awful.
I think that's the one I'm looking forward to the most because I do love a good redemption story, and Aquaman's been a punching bag for decades.
Yeah.
Aquamoa, yeah.
Aquamoa.
And I'm not excited about the Flash because I've already got the Flash that I want, and it's on the CW.
Yeah.
I don't care about Wonder Woman because they
That's
pretty
not
much
Wonder
they ruined her already.
Yeah.
Which is really bad. She hadn't even got her own standalone movie, and they've already ruined her.
Because you don't know anything about her.
And who cares about Cyborg?
I think that might be the second best.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But
And I mean, that's all you've got so far. You got Superman, Batman, Flash, Aquamoa, Cyborg. Can I get a Martian Manhunter, please?
not even Green Lantern.
Can I get a Green Lantern, please?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I still got salt in my wounds from that last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all can wait on that one.
All right, so we put it off long enough. It's time we get into it.
Well, no, hold on just a fucking minute. Because there was, how about the part, the one that really pissed me off?
Okay.
When Lex Luthor Jr. gives Superman the ultimatum, and then Superman goes to Lois and says, I have to go convince him to help me, otherwise he dies tonight. What the fuck are you talking about? Superman's contemplating killing a human being?
Yeah.
Fuck you!
All right. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was, and then Batman is acting like a drunk college kid at a frat party.
Right.
He's like, here I am. Come on, come get me, bro. Fuck. It's like the movie. All of a sudden remembered. Oh yeah, they got to fight now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Batman and Lex Luthor happen to have the same plan to get Superman there on the same night without talking to one another.
Yeah.
No. The whole
It's like
it was so. I think the biggest problem with this whole movie is everything was forced.
Yeah.
It was forced.
It's like 2 hours into the movie, they realize, oh shit, this is Batman versus Superman. They gotta fight now. 2 hours into the movie.
But they fought for nothing.
Yeah.
No reason.
No reason whatsoever.
They fought just because I'm Superman. Hey, I'm Batman. We gotta fight because that's what we do.
Yeah. Come at me, bro. Bring it back,
Yeah,
bitch.
bring it.
Those hands up in there like what?
And oh my god.
All right.
And then they become friends because her mother's name is a fucking same.
Before.
That was also weak. Save Martha.
I almost laughed. What?
All right, before Seth has a coronary over here. Well, this one might actually drive him over the top. We gotta talk about what is, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say this.
His face is as red as my cup. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. The character in this movie that we're about to speak about easily ranks up there with
Oh god.
Wolverine Origins as Deadpool,
Parallax.
Spider-Man 3's Venom,
Parallax.
Green Lantern's Parallax,
Yep.
and the most recent Fantastic Four's Doctor Doom as the worst on-screen adaptations of a comic book character I have ever seen, and that is the atrocity that was Doomsday.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Yes. Fuck you. And I said that in the theater when Lex says this is gonna be your Doomsday. Fuck off!
Yeah.
He
And
did.
for the first time he was presented in the trailer, so it's like, no, that can't be Doomsday. That's got to be a Wraith.
Yeah.
That's got to be a Wraith.
That's
That's
a
not
Wraith.
Doomsday. That's a Wraith. I'm like, that's Doomsday. Doomsday doesn't shoot eye beams. Neither does fucking Deadpool.
You're right.
Oh shit, he's right.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not Doomsday. And you know who it was? Doomsday. And how was Doomsday created?
And
Not from remnants of the planet Krypton, but from
Zod's corpse, and he put him in fucking pee or something.
With blood and the whole thing was forced. And also,
And the kryptonite spear of destiny? For fuck's sakes, are you shitting me right now?
No. Let's talk about the Kryptonian ship that Lex Luthor just happens to take control of out of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah.
As if he could.
He walks in.
With Zod's fingerprints.
Yeah. And why did he cut his hand off? He had it, or better yet, he had the body.
Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's his ass. Who cares?
Right, exactly.
Just put his hand on it.
But no, I'm not even gonna call it.
Don't call it that.
I'm not
The
even
monster.
The monster.
Abomination.
No, because Abomination was
The Abomination.
The Abomination character in that whole movie was better than what we got.
He wasn't a monster. From now on, he's the cave troll.
The cave troll.
He's a cave troll.
He's a cave troll from
the cave troll from Lord of the Rings. That's exactly what he looked like.
Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly what he looked like.
Fair enough.
A fucking cave troll. I was half expecting Gimli and Legolas to come in and start hitting him with a fucking battle axe and shooting him with arrows. But yeah, that was just.
I think I almost heard Gimli in the background counting.
Yeah, right.
21,
21,
22,
24. Yeah, but I mean that's easily gonna rank up there as one of the worst characters on screen I've ever seen.
And there was no reason for him to be there.
I mean they are never going to live that down.
Because I mean, who really gives a fuck now? They kill Superman, and for what? They took all the weight out of it when they showed him coming back.
Yeah.
That should if you're gonna do the death of Superman, that should be the death of hope in humanity.
Exactly.
And they show none of that.
Because that's what the cave troll was. It was the death of hope in humanity.
Like what you said, because in the comic book, when Superman died, the whole world just stopped.
Yeah.
But in this movie,
they're like, oh, no big deal.
only a handful of people actually liked Superman. Everybody else fucking hated him. So what's the point in killing him off now?
Yeah.
Wait till he's that beacon of hope. Because he wanted to be, and Lois was like, you can be the beacon of hope.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
you
blah, blah.
give me a Rocky training montage of him lifting shit.
And why give us this level of enemy right off the bat? This character, the cave troll, is easily Superman's greatest nemesis.
Besides Darkseid.
Besides Darkseid.
Yeah.
Why not give us I dare say a lower level villain? But they're not really low-level villains. They're all great villains. Why not give me a Brainiac? Brainiac would have fit perfectly in this movie.
I would have settled for Mongol.
Or Mongol.
Or Mongol.
Yeah, Brainiac or Mongol. Brainiac specifically, with what Lex was trying to do, what Lex Jr. would have fit perfectly in this movie.
Yeah.
And you know what?
It would have.
Why not have Brainiac be the one to actually, be behind the scenes pulling strings and get Superman and Batman to fight?
Because that's what Brainiac
Why
does.
does it have to be Lex Luthor every time?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
That's why. The science behind the movie would have made a fuckload more sense if you give me Brainiac.
Yeah, exactly. The creation, I would have been okay with the creation of Doomsday in another movie.
Yeah.
Like you see at the end, Brainiac, okay, Superman's dead.
Yeah.
I did it.
Right.
Now we can create my masterpiece, and it's Darkseid.
Yeah.
Or Doomsday, whatever.
Or whatever. I mean, Brainiac would have been a perfect villain for this movie. Not what they gave us. That should be a Superman movie villain right there. That shouldn't be your Batman
Pretty much what they
versus Superman Dawn of Justice villain. No.
Pretty much what they did. They just threw a bunch of comics on the floor.
And said, we're going to pick this guy.
And it pretty much just, all right, let's just throw our shit on the floor, whichever comic book our shit lands on.
Yeah.
Oh, Dark Knight Returns and Death of Superman. That's a twofer.
Yeah. That's essentially what it seemed like they did.
Yeah, but we gotta write a story.
But we gotta write
So
a
they-
story.
You know what? I just
open up Microsoft Word and type it with my dick.
Right. I mean, because
let's just take a bunch of scenes and it'll show things happening.
'Cause that's essentially what we're giving
in a specific order.
that's essentially what we're giving the fans anyway is our long dick of disappointment, and that's exactly what this movie was.
I have never ever been so. I wasn't this disappointed in Spider-Man 3. I love Spider-Man, but I mean Spider-Man the Raimi Spider-Man movies were always a little silly.
Yeah.
And because it's Raimi.
Well, I mean, Tobey Maguire's what ruined Spider-Man for me for life. I'm sorry.
But when I don't know, man. Spider-Man 3 didn't piss me off. Spider-Man 3 was just bad funny.
No, Spider-Man 3 pissed me off with, all right, Topher Grace as Eddie Brock, fuck you.
Yeah.
But back to the story at hand.
But this movie
This
was
movie for
so
me,
heart-wrenchingly bad.
I'm not even I'm a fan of Superman and Batman to a certain extent because they're comic characters. I love comics. I can't help but be a fan of them.
You're right.
I don't like their fandom necessarily, but I'm a fan of them. This movie to me was a big disappointment as Cloud Galactus in Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Hey everybody, there's a shit cloud coming! Run for your lives!
Which is another character we gotta throw the cave troll in there with being horrible on-screen characters.
Yeah, he just joined
I forgot about that.
They Cloud Galactus Doomsday. That's what they did.
Yep, they did.
Hey, one thing the movie did right though, it made me more excited about Civil War.
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
Because now I know there's no way Civil War can let me down like this
This
movie.
was the biggest promotion for Civil War that we have seen yet. Was this
Yes,
movie.
even bigger than Spider-Man showing up in the trailer. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
They just did Civil War a huge solid. Civil War should pay them commission for what they just did.
You know what? If I expect nothing else out of Civil War, when I compare it to this movie, is at least I know Civil War is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah,
This
and
movie
even though
was depressing.
Yeah, even though I knew I was gonna hate Civil War because they replaced mutants with Bucky.
Yeah, I mean, Civil War is going to have its issues. Let's go ahead and put that out there.
Yeah,
right
it
now.
will.
As far as story is concerned, this should not be called Civil War.
No.
It should be called Avengers 2.5. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
This should not be called Civil War. Let's get that out there right now.
You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Let's just call it Captain America versus Iron Man: Dawn of Justice. Fuck it.
Or just Captain America versus Iron Man.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Call it whatever the hell you want. Just don't call it Civil War.
Because there's no mutants in it. And you can't count Wanda as a mutant in this timeline because it's not canon.
Nope.
And Quicksilver's dead, apparently.
I don't know.
But-
hey, if he is, that's great. But at least they didn't show his grave and the dirt just coming. You know what?
But we do get T'Challa.
You know where they stole that from? League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But the great part about that movie was there wasn't a sequel.
That's correct.
So they left you with that mystery. Is he dead? Is Sean Connery coming back?
Nobody gives a shit.
Nobody
We don't have to
cares.
watch it
I mean,
again.
the movie was bad, so.
I have no hope for any of these movies anymore. And I'm
I do.
saying this.
Yeah, I do.
I'm one of the biggest Superman Batman fans I know.
Well, what's the first Justice League character member standalone movie that's scheduled to come out?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
It's gonna be Wonder Woman.
I reject.
And apparently it's a period piece.
Yeah, because it's gonna be like set in 1910 or something.
Yeah.
Are you fucking shitting me right now?
Yeah, because you remember they had that art where how Batman knew who she was.
Yeah.
There was an article of her, or a picture of her standing with
Yeah.
Travis or whatever his name was, played by Chris Pine, by the way.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, everybody's out of their timeline. That's what I'm saying. This whole movie is a mess.
So
it's a mess.
I think, and we're going to cover this, what I'm fixing to get to next week, that being the Daredevil season. We're going to cover that next week. So I guess it's safe to say that Wonder Woman made Elektra more tolerable for y'all.
Yeah.
Because these two hated Elektra in the Daredevil season. I
a
like
little
it.
bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I
didn't hate her.
It just wasn't
I
it wasn't
did like
electric.
her.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that next week. But Wonder Woman wasn't Wonder Woman either, so we got to talk about that now. And we're going to be forced to watch her, and God only knows how
And
many
I'm
movies.
sorry, like you said at the beginning, she does not look like Wonder Woman. Her chest was flatter than day old beer.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You know who I would settle for Wonder Woman? Margot Robbie.
Yeah,
At least she's got the rack.
Lucy Lawless should have been Wonder Woman. Let's be honest.
Oh, that why?
Xena Warrior Princess should have been Wonder Woman. That's.
You know
How about a good actress as Wonder Woman? That would work.
Yeah, I mean, even an average actress as Wonder Woman would have been great, but
Let's check no.
we didn't get none of that. We got the costume right.
We got
Got the costume right.
and we got emails.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
emails.
I'll give that to the movie. They look great.
Yeah, that's it.
They
But
look
you know
great.
what?
The movie looked great.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, the characters looked. They had the right costume, but so does half the Suicide Squad. I'm not looking forward to that
It was
either.
it.
And
So,
one more thing before we wrap this up, because I want to talk about the end of the movie. Oh my God, it took forever.
Yeah.
I'm
It
sitting
was-
there in
it
the
was
theater.
drawn out as shit.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, wrap this shit up.
It
He's
didn't-
dead.
They didn't know how to end.
No, it just keeps cutting to different things. I'm like, stop the movie.
Right.
Sopranos in if you have to. Just fade to black.
Yeah, fade to black.
That'd have been awesome.
HBO final season, final episode. It. Do it. Just cut it.
I almost went to the projection booth and unplugged the goddamn thing.
Because that was my problem the second time. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. This movie takes forever
I gotta
to
sit in this
end.
bullshit ending again.
They go there and unplug it, and there's fucking children in here
Yeah.
showing the shit. Yeah, but
So,
they want to go see Deadpool instead.
right. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is our review of Batman vs Superman. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it just to say that you did so you can form your own opinion. If you have seen it and you disagree with what we say, I'm sorry, but you're wrong.
Hey, let us know in the comments. We have a comment section for a reason.
Yeah, please.
Actually, you're not wrong. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Our opinion is just of the strong volition that this movie was ass garbage.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just our opinion. I mean,
I think the stats will say the same because it had the biggest drop from the opening Friday
to the next Friday.
very next Friday.
Wow.
Of any comic book movie that has ever been put on film, and that's including Leonard Six with Bill Cosby back in 1980, whatever. Which is easily known as one of the worst movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, your Rotten Tomatoes score says it all, ladies and gentlemen. Your Rotten Tomatoes score says it all about this one.
Yes, it does.
I look forward to never talking about or seeing this movie again.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to go in the...
No, it will get no more of my money. I will not watch this movie again.
Not even the $5 bid.
No, I swear, as sure as
$5
the twin sunset on Tatooine, Batman vs Superman will never get another dollar of our money.
That's right.
Ever.
And with that being said, I'm Ian Massingill.
Matt Dasher.
And a very pissed off Seth Rebel.
And this was Word of the Nerd episode 4.
And we will see y'all next week with our Daredevil episode. Look for it because you're going to enjoy that one. I guarantee it.
Titties.
Beer.
Yay.